Well, Erberth does his best when he comes out and starts fast.
I could see him not respecting Cavaca, too.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
You know,
I think
but sometimes
it'd be hard, you know?
I think he gets a little maybe intimidated if the guy is super famous and on a tear or something. But I don't feel like he'll give that respect to Cavaca.
Yeah, usually tries a quick foot sweep off the back here, left foot sweep. Nope.
Oh.
Cavaca jumps closed guard, which I think is
Yes.
a good idea for him.
Tie Erberth up, slow him down. Get to your game.
Yep.
Just trying to go after this knee bar, but he didn't have the angle, though.
There's that flexibility that we talk about.
You just do not see that typically. Yep. He's still trying to go after that knee bar, but on the near leg now, I think.
Trying to pull Erberth's hips closer and closer.
Roll up onto it.
Yep. He's going to try to
He also has the other option of just grabbing the heel and pulling it laterally outward towards the camera, which will force your opponent to straighten their leg themselves just so the knee doesn't get torqued. I think Argis does that one. It's a good extra option if you can't roll them up.
There he's slowly getting underneath.
Get the sweep. Yep. Yeah. Sits Erberth on his hip for at least a second. But yeah, I mean,
There's the helicopter sweep here.
Yes. But more recently known as tornado guard, right? It's a very old guard, though.
It is. We'll let the...
Yeah, he'll let the use do that.
Oh, yeah.
Cavaca's really committing to this leg. Surprised he's not just trying to make a little bit of space and just get a normal guard back. Just because he doesn't have that great a control. He's only got the one grip.
Yeah, he might be trying to think about bringing that foot into more like a footlock position, but not now.
Unless he feels like that's his only shot. You know, and that's not a good mentality to have.
Yeah.
Cavaca definitely has got a lot of tools that he could use.
Yeah. Erberth trying to lift him up and probably going to try to look to dive it aside or underneath. Yep.
Can't get by the legs, though. There, steps over. Now lifting up on the legs, and yeah, he's going to complete that pass.
Yeah,
nicely done from Erberth.
Yep.
You can see he was having a bit of trouble with the lankiness of Cavaca and the flexibility. But finally figures it out, gets the pass. Tons of time, though. Cavaca looks like he's collecting himself. Gonna try to escape and get back on the offense. Can be a bit tough when you've got Erberth Santos north-south on you. I think he's hunting for a Kimura here.
He's got that arm attack there.
Yeah, he's under it. I think he's just trying not to telegraph it.
Yeah, or give too much room for those legs to come up and over again. So.
Yeah, starting to move over. Just having that wrist towards the armpit can be all you need sometimes to set that one up.
Also got bread cutter on this back side here if he wants to elect to use that right hand. Go back under the collar. It's always a nice setup when you walk to one side and threaten the arm. This often happens where the right arm is in the armpit and you can reach backwards and get the collar and then walk back around and hit a bread cutter. It's a good setup if you like bread cutter.
Moves back and blocks the hip with his hand. I think he was trying to, and we might see a north-south choke.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, one of my favorite setups for that is the far side Kimura.
Yep.
Well, just because it's so hard to stop your opponent from looking into your ribs initially. But once you do, like Erberth has, it can be...
He's in good position, Erberth.
Yeah, this could be a done deal.
He's got the head.
Very tight choke once it starts to go on. And it's incredibly hard to escape if it's in deep.
Yep.
But abandons ship. Steps over and gets the triangle. Man, great footwork.
Still needs to do some things here. He can still finish on the Kimura, but as far as a triangle, he's going to need to do some work. He's going to need to sit on his right hip and pull that arm in, but you can still really attack that opposite arm.
Cavaca trying to keep his elbow below his own shoulder line.
Yep.
Once it gets above there, it gets a bit weaker and a lot closer to your neck.
Yep, still a good position. Erberth could have triangled those legs right there. There he goes, and he should attack that far arm. This is a position my teacher, Enzo Gracie, uses all the time, and once he locks that on, your far arm is pretty much a done deal. It's just really difficult to get out.
And Erberth now starting to cinch up, take a little bit of the slack out of that triangle. Can't quite get his ankle all the way over behind his knee. There we go. Nope, he's back down ankle to ankle, so it's loose.
Yeah, he could still lock that up right now. There it is.
That's what he's
now you
really
just
trying to force that. Yeah.
And then you go after the far arm, because to finish just a triangle, you have to switch it to a different style of triangle to finish the triangle. You have to lay on your side, completely different, Yokoso Senkaku, but just to finish on the far arm, this thing is masterful. You cannot defend the far arm very well. Very difficult to get out.
About all you can do is just hold on to the fabric of your own gi or belt.
Very hard to get out.
Maybe hold your thigh, but it's still 2-on-1, and you can't even see what's going on.
Just buys you some time. So
and Erberth knows that he is winning this one, taking his time. Up 3-0, still 3 minutes. What are you looking for escape-wise if you're here?
This left arm has to come back to the inside. You have to bridge up hard enough to get over the legs and untie the legs and then squirt your head out. So circle, there his head's kind of coming out. Circle the head backwards.
So like the knee would come closer to the camera?
Correct. But if it's locked tight, it's getting there. Now, it won't choke you. It's very hard to choke someone from this position because of the separation on that left shoulder. But like I said, the other arm is completely isolated, and there's really not much defense that you have there. So Cavaca should be pushing right now on the hip with the right hand because it's not getting attacked. Getting his head out, circling towards those legs towards us, and just removing his head out from underneath that triangle.
Thanks to the guys from Flow Grappling, too, for giving us multiple angles on
great
these shots.
It is great shots covering
really
everything
cool
we're
see,
talking about. And Erberth needs to attack that other arm. That's what you do here. You can't win by, you can win by pinning, but it's a long pin. When you're winning, it's a long pin. But that other arm can certainly attack it.
But it looks like Cavaca's not really doing much to get out of this at the moment, so it's not like Erberth really has any incentive to speed things up.
Brought the arm underneath, he's out now.
Nicely done. But now he's got to work. Down 3 points, only about a minute left, a little bit more. But he's still on the bottom side of a dominant position. Are we going to see an explosive attempt to get back to guard and then attack like crazy from Cavaca?
I would bet that Cavaca is going to go everything trying to figure out how to get the foot. He had a very good foot lock, but he's got a long way to go right here, so he needs to explode up and out of this position for sure. Arms underneath, and
if there's ever a time to use some of your size and strength, now is that time.
Yeah, he's going to try to pull Erberth all the way over with that right-handed belt grip. That's what that implies to be, but
Erberth just sitting on his hip, They're going to give him penalty points. He does not appear to be trying to finish at the moment. He's just kind of sticking this one out. But, I mean, only about 30 seconds left. He's up on points. Can't really blame him. That is basic strategy. Cavaca just can't escape. Oh, but they're going to give him a second penalty that quick, so they could DQ him if he doesn't do anything. Start changing his game plan dramatically here in the last 15 seconds. And that would be a crazy turn of events. See someone in a dominant position for the better part of 10 minutes and then get DQ'd. Nope, it's not going to happen. Erberth's going to take this one. Cavaca just could not get out of there.
And the winner, representing also Jiu-Jitsu, Erberth, Santos, IBJJF.
Good sportsmanship there in the end. Erberth, your 2017 Pan Jiu-Jitsu champion. I'm sure he's going to be happy about that.